Hi guys, welcome to the briefing for this first stage. Hello everyone and welcome to Corsica. The first stage, short and trouble-free, should end with a sprint. Watch out! You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. You are 2 kilometers from the top. The brake still isn't done. They're stepping on the pedal at the front of the peloton.
Continuez comme ça. Allez, vas-y, on est avec toi. Continuez comme ça. Bravo, les gars.
The breakaway is widening the gap. It's good for us since we've got a guy up front. Flat stages. Little wonder that they're not shown in their entirety on TV. The breakaway is losing ground. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute. As we approach the intermediate sprint, a little reminder of the rules. The first 15 score points. The first will pocket 20 points.
On continue comme ça. Allez, les gars. Allez, les gars.
Comme ça.
Allez, les gars.
Allez les gars.
Bravo, les gars.
Bravo.
Les voilà.
Allez, courage les gars.
Continuez comme ça. Allez, les gars. Allez, courage.
You have 30 seconds on the peloton. Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left. It's still able to widen the gap. The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute. 30 seconds lead for the head of the race. The last kilometers are winding. You'll have to be well placed to avoid being caught out.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
5 kilometers. The sprinters' teams are in control and the mass sprint seems inevitable.
Bravo les gars! Allez, go, go, go!
The red pennant is in sight with the front of the race.
Last kilometer! You've got to sprint! Watch out! You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
Well done, lads! You rode a very good stage, finishing in the top 10, even though the stage didn't suit us. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this.
The last rider to set off in this individual time trial is on the starting ramp. A few more seconds until he goes. Come on, let's give him a big hand.
Come on, it's a short time trial. You must hit the right tempo as soon as possible. At the end of the straight, you'll have to turn right. There's a left coming up. With the right trajectory, you can get through without braking. Go! Go! You've got the best intermediate time. Go! Go! You're in with a chance of victory, but be careful to save something for the finish. Just 2 more kilometers. Go! After the red pennant, there's a right turn, and then it's the finishing line. Go, go, hang on in there. Go on, flat out to the finish. Go on.
We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is you didn't. It's the final stage, guys. It'll be a very demanding day.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This Corsican stage promises to be a great show. The climbs found at the beginning should provide us with a fine battle between the contenders for the polka dot jersey, and the final climb will force the favourites to show their worth. Another one who's motivated to spend the day up front. The breakaway has 30 seconds lead.
His teammates are riding hard. He must find the situation dangerous with so many riders who've broken away.
One minute for the breakaway. It's looking good. The first climb, the col de Bassinou, will earn 10 points for the first one to the top.
The counter-attacking group can't be allowed to merge. Otherwise there'll be too many of you and the peloton will continue to ride hard. You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents.
Continue comme ça. Allez les gars. Allez les gars. Allez les gars. Allez. Oui, on est avec toi. Hop, hop, hop. Allez.
You should perhaps be waiting for the group behind. It will be easier if there are several of you. The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down. There's plenty of damage at the back of the peloton. It will be a long day in the saddle for those who fall behind.
The Côte de Lévis sees 5, 3, 2 and 1 points awarded for the mountain standings.
Allez les gars. Courage. Allez les gars. Bravo les gars. Continuez comme ça. Allez.
The riders are on to the Côte d'Arbellara, classified as second category. The first at the top scores 5 points.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. The tempo is increasing at the head of the race. The breakaway riders will try and manage the time gap. Lads, the road will be a lot less difficult now. The peloton should organize itself in order to manage the gap until the foot of the hospital. Yes, there's not a lot going on. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. I don't know if it's a bluff, but the breakaway looks to be increasing the pace at the front of the race. The time gap with the head of the race isn't changing, lads.
The intermediate sprint is approaching. The riders will then begin the final climb, the Col de l'Hospital. The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end. The front of the race begins the climb of the Col de l'Hospital, the true decider of this stage, with 14 kilometers at an average of 6.2%. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
The gap is 1 minute between the favourites and the guy in the front. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race.
His teammates have a handle on things for the overall standings. It will be difficult to increase the gap. You are 30 seconds ahead of the favourites group. You have 30 seconds lead on the yellow jersey. Change of leader in the overall youth standings. You'll soon be on the hardest section. Go! Go! Come on! 5 kilometers! You can do it!
Allez, courage, on continue. Allez, allez, allez.
Allez, on y va. Encore, encore.
Bravo! Courage, continue! Allez! Go, go!
The breakaway begins the steepest kilometers of the climb. It's the moment to edge clear because the last kilometer is less difficult.
Go, 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 go.
Allez, allez! Continue comme ça! Allez, on avait quoi?
Allez, vas-y.
Go on! Grit those teeth! You can do it! Stay focused!
Continue comme ça!
Allez.
Here we go, here we go, here we go! Go, 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 go! Allez, c'est bon! Go, go!
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
Allez,
after the village, it will be less difficult. Come on, lad. Keep going. You can win! You have 30 seconds lead on the yellow jersey.
Lâche rien.
Try to manage things so that you don't blow up before the line.
Allez, allez, allez.
Less than 2 kilometers for the man in front.
Go on! It's easier now. It will be decided in a sprint. Go! You're going to win!
Continuez comme ça.
This is the last kilometer. Go! Go! One more effort! He's got his teammates riding because he's a danger to the overall standings. You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually nil. This is an outstanding performance. You beat all the favorites.